Hey everybody, Alex Frank here, host of Locked On Bearcats, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I'm going to get right to it. I have made the tough decision to leave Locked On Bearcats and the Locked On Podcast Network. This was a decision that was not easy, and it was not a sudden decision, but I have had two schedule changes over the last 3 months, and I look at those as promotions. I'm now a part of the morning show at ABC6 and Fox 28 here in Columbus, Good Day Columbus, which I'm proud to say is the number one morning news program in Central Ohio. And I am honored to be a part of that. And with that, with my new schedule, and I want to be fair, I want to be transparent, and I want to be honest with you, the audience, the listeners who make Locked On Bearcats your first listen every day. I want to be fair and honest to the Locked On Podcast Network, which I think has an incredible vision led by its fearless leader, David Locke, who I am very thankful for the opportunity, as well as Zach Blackerby, the channel manager of the Locked On College channel, for giving me this opportunity to host Locked On Bearcats for the last year and almost 8 months. And as a UC alum, and as a third-generation UC alum, and as a third-generation Cincinnati sports fan, that has been a very, very privileged honor for me. But I have made the decision to leave. I have made the decision to focus on my career up here in Columbus. And I say fairness, honesty, and transparency. I did not know if I was going to be able to give my all, my 100% to you, the audience, the network, and myself. And you all and myself deserve nothing but the best. And I just didn't think, given my new work schedule, that I was going to be able to do that here as host of Locked On Bearcats. But this is not a goodbye. This is just to see you later. I hope to be back at some point in my professional career. And for the time being, I hope whoever does take over, if someone does, which I sincerely hope someone does, continues the great success Locked On Bearcats has enjoyed over the past year and 8 months, continues to build as the Bearcats get ready for their first season in the Big 12, football and men's basketball. It has been a great year and 8 months with the network. I so remember starting out 2 weeks before the Bearcats took on Alabama in the college football playoff, podcasting every show that week from the balcony of the cruise ship I was on. I remember being able to attend Scott Satterfield's introductory press conference. Same with Wes Miller's, long before I started hosting this show. I attended several games, the spring game this past year, the day one tour up here in Columbus. And I can't thank enough all the guests that I've had on this show. Just to name a few, Dan Horde, who someone that I'm proud to call a mentor and a friend in this business that is sports media, sports casting. I'm thankful for Mo Egger. Same, he is one of my mentors. George Vogel is a mentor of mine. I've had him on this show. I want to thank Russ Heltman for being my colleague at All Bearcats and Sports Illustrated for the past year plus. I want to thank Neil Meyer, someone who I have forged not only a relationship over the past few months, but also I'm proud to call him a friend. He is a friend on the beat, and having just signed on to join with them at the front office news, looking forward to, and that's the thing, I'll still be around. I'll still be around the Bearcats, just in a reduced role that fits my schedule and lifestyle up here in Columbus, and I hope to see you at some games this coming season. I want to thank Zach Freese and Sean McMahon. I want to thank, and if I miss anybody, I sincerely apologize, but I want to thank, even going all the way back to Michael Canardi, the chief financial officer of the Cotton Bowl, we had on about a week before the Bearcats took the field in Arlington, Texas for the college football playoff. So incredibly thankful for him and everybody else who I have had on this show. And Caroline Fenton is another one of Locked On LSU. How helpful she was when this show first started. John Garcia Jr., the former director of football recruiting for Sports Illustrated, and his knowledge, his sources, his insight was tremendous. And I want to thank you. I want to thank my family, who is a part of the audience of Locked On Bearcats, who make us your first listen every day. The support that I have felt in the past year plus has been tremendous. And again, I may be back. I hope to be. But for now, this is not a goodbye. It's just a see you later. So signing off from Locked On Bearcats, which is a part of Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I'm Alex Frank, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you all enjoy the Bearcats football season, Bearcats men's basketball season, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention my uncle, who, God rest his soul, is watching from above. And with that, I'm Alex Frank signing off from Locked On Bearcats, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.